So I said, hey, I just broke my probation to come meet you and I might be going to jail over it. And I think I love you. Why are you fighting with me right now? I don't know if this is going to work. And then Mariah came over and next thing I know, I was getting served with paperwork of false allegations.
I'll tell you what, like, honestly, there's even things with Mariah where she even brought, and I don't want to bring up any like negative stuff, but like, there's a lot of things that she said that you weren't there to even say was true or false. And I'm not going to say whether she was right or wrong in it, but at the end of the day, you guys have this thing called sick love, right? It's a sick love for each other, where you both want each other to really actually succeed, but at the same time, if you can't do it together, like then it's like, you know what I mean?
I only want you to do well if you belong to me. Like I only like no I want you, but nobody else can have you. But I really don't want you that much either.
You guys are just toxic. You're like fire and gasoline together, right? Like if there could be a friendship, that would be great, But at the end of the day, like sometimes you just have to walk away.
She does better when I'm not around her, and I do better when I'm not around her. Like she does better for herself when I'm not involved, and I do better when I'm not worrying about her. So,
right. You could still have love for a person, right, and not have to worry and not have
hate her. Even after the $6,000 she just drained me out of, and the cheating and everything that she was just doing.
If that's all it costed for peace, look at it that way.
Thank you, because now that is the final straw. I would be a moron to ever, right? And I mean, I'm talking to you about this. We're having a whole discussion about it. I can't ever play the sympathy card if I go do that again. This is the last sympathy card that can ever be played. If I ever go do it again,
I don't even think you need a sympathy card here. It's just like, hey, this should happen. If people don't believe it, fine. They don't believe it. But I know it happened. It's the same thing with Patrick. Like, if he wants to have a conversation offline and be like, hey, this is how much we made together, but you don't want anything, and you'd be like, that's fine. Just tell me the fucking number, then done.
Yeah.
Right? Moving on. You already know in your heart what that number was with Mariah. And if that 6,000 was what it costed, whether it was 5, 6, 4, whatever it is, like, I don't think you're coming on here trying to get an empathy dollar from somebody because it's 6,000 gone.
There's no gifts. There's no taps required. There's no subscription required here. This is just a conversation.
Right. And you guys keep that negative shit out of my chat or I'm going to block you.
Thank you.
Honestly, I don't have enough time for this anymore. I don't have the energy for that shit. And like, honestly, if you really want something bad to happen to me or Nick, then that's you need to look at your own life. Like,
I will say this: if they're coming to you talking about bad things that they would like to see happen to other people, then they're having conversations about things that they wouldn't mind see happen to you if it came down to it.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Or have been involved in that already. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't run with the way people think, right? Like, then they're going to go against you. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And like, I really don't even care. I really, at the end of the day, don't care. I mean, if somebody wants to talk,
creators don't even realize that the people that are watching them in the chat are literally conspiring against them in real time.
100%.
And they're just there for the attention, and they just think that they're, supportive viewers, and they're not social media literate because it's a new thing in a new world, and they don't even realize that they're getting fucked over every single time they go live. And I used to be one of those people,
Me, it's like you said, and like I say, like if you try to defend yourself, it's just wasted breath. People are gonna believe the most outlandish fucking shit. Right? Most outlandish shit, whether you like it or not, or whether I like it or not. So like, honestly, like take the time to actually try to fight back. It takes you off your game plan, right? And it puts you in a place where you're not in a good spot trying to do that bullshit.
Then you're not even entertaining. Then nobody even wants to watch you. Then
That's
you're not
the key.
Fun.
That's what they do, right? Try to ruin your monetary gain. They try to ruin everything, right?
That's the troll. That's how they win. And only
there's a lot of them.
or me can let them win. But the only way that I've ever let them win is because I didn't have the stability. They could get to me. They could dox me. They could scare me. They could threaten me. If I'm stable and I'm sober and I'm away from the toxicity, they can't get to me.
And if you're not crashing out, there's nothing nobody can do to you, bro.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. Not even these channels that are streaming. I'm not even going to say their names because all they want to do, like, they have 68 viewers. Like we could talk about a pair of socks and have 68 viewers. You know, that's a fact. That's just a fact. We could talk about ways to brush your teeth, right? And like they're like, oh fuck, 105 are in here. Like, you know.
Whoa!
Well, you know what I'm saying? But then they could stream and they have 68 people who are just bored and it is what it is. It's
And those 68 people are only in their stream to protest the fact that you and I are streaming.
right. And
not
they're
even
on
making any
multiple
money.
accounts, right? 2 phones going so there could be more viewers.
Right?
Right? Yeah, totally. Totally.
Dude,
But-
let's call this shit out. Let's expose this shit, bro. We'll play the game and then we'll come over here and talk shit.
Right. And it's not even talking shit, it's talking truth. It really is.
No, I don't mean talking shit in a negative way. I mean like just to like be like, this shit's
Laugh about
corny,
it, yeah.
guys.
Thank you, Gary. Yeah, no, exactly right. And you know what? At the end of the day, like people are going to be bored of tea anyway because tea is boring. Tea is actually boring. Like, wouldn't they rather laugh? Wouldn't they rather be here doing like with the double? We're almost at 50,000 double glutes red people. I'd rather people laughing, right?
Like we says people. Come on, people.
Right. I'd rather people laughing.
The glute spread's coming, people. Come on. Let's go.
I'd rather
he's
we're gonna do
he's
the
revving up
double
the engines. I don't want to make him nervous. Hold on, let me hide. He's revving up the engines, y'all.
Hold on,
Oh, hey, puppy.
chat. Chat.
He's revving up the engines, y'all.
I got my ears. Chat. We're almost at 50,000.
Do you want to see me graduate this place?
Look at
Chaz?
my ears. I even have matched them. I don't want to get you in trouble for laughing. I don't know.
No, you're
I know you
okay.
have to be quiet.
People are awake. It's all good. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Are
bro.
you happy where you're at? Are you happy where you're at?
Yeah.
It was a good choice then.
Yeah. I couldn't have ended up in a better situation. The dude that runs his house is actually like a really fucking cool person that I know in real life. I got super lucky. I was reaching out on Facebook and he was like, yo, you're home? Get the fuck over here.
That's really cool. And you know what? The only thing preventing you from actually going, why am I doing this? The fucking hand thing. Okay. The only reason why you're there is because you're not with Mariah.
Facts. That is it. That is it. That is it, bro.
Okay, I said shirt off, 50,000.
Let's go.
Yay! My show is on, chat. Yay! Whoa! Ripped. Look at that. Look at that fucking V-tape. Oh, yeah, get it, buddy.
Oh, double!
Fuck
Double.
yeah. Double, guys. You earned it. You tapped it. Let's go.
I'm a little soft, actually. I'm a little soft. I got some abs, but
No, he's not soft at all. He's being modest. He looks great.
bro, it's because my leather Cheerios raw from getting everything out of me. I ate some bad food.
Leather Cheerio?
The leather Cheerio is fucked up right now.
That was a violation, sir.
It's like wah wah wah. It was all bad, bro. It was like projectile, like vomit, like
That like
Instead of-
sandpaper when you were winking.
all bad. Yeah, I swear, I didn't know peeing out of your butt was possible. Straight up.
I got the worst food poisoning, and the only case of food poisoning that I ever got while I was at Graceland, and I had the coming up and out at the same time. When they had the fires in Agora or the Palisades, I was in room 2 on the floor, sick as a dog for 3 days.
It's the worst when you don't know whether to have a trash can here and like you don't know which direction to go at that time. That's
I had
the
to
worst.
sit down and pee out of the back end for a couple, like maybe 30 or 40 seconds. And as soon as that was done, I had to get right on my knees and start puking. I couldn't have any fluid in my system. But as soon as I got all the fluids out, I would start dry heaving and I would have to drink.
The Kenneth fire was right next to my house, like right here.
You live in Agora?
Yeah, I live 5 minutes from Graceland, bro.
Where, bro? I wish I would have came to your fucking house.
Listen, as much as like I talk shit, I would have still paid if you were stranded on the street, bro. I wasn't gonna leave you stuck and go to fuck. I really wouldn't have.
I believe that.
We probably would have. We probably would have fought, but at the same time, like I would have picked you up.
I think you would have been pleasantly surprised of how respectful and down to earth I would have been if you would, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have given you no ego or nothing weird.
Yeah, but I'm not. See, like here's the thing: like you being thousands of miles. Like I was working in South Carolina a year and a half ago for this beverage company. You know, I drove their van back here.
Really?
Right? Like we were supposed to open up a location out here, and like I literally was in Greenville and Georgia and every surrounding state, bro. Like North Carolina, South Carolina, like fucking 4 months straight. And I was like, fuck, I have to drive all the way home, but I'm in an area that I know nobody besides the people who had me come out here, right? Like
Crazy. You ended up in Agora. You just ended up in Agora.
Well, I actually grew up in Thousand Oaks my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. My brother's a captain for the sheriff's department for Ventura County Sheriffs. My dad was an LA County Sheriff Sergeant for 38 years. The sheriffs that used to show up to Graceland, that's LA County. My dad was a sergeant for them for 38 years. And then there was me, the fuck up, who lived his life but got out of it. You know what I mean? Like, now we're all close. I'm really close with my family. Like, it takes a lot of building, bro. It took me years. Like, it just happened recently after it happened. It took me like a good 15 to 18 years, bro, to get back in good graces. And I had to prove myself daily, and I fucked up in between.
I'm glad
Getting sober and cleaning my life up, bro, and getting a full-time job and all kinds of shit, really just turning shit around. It makes them more proud to be a family member to you, right? Like, cause you know, when we're fucking up, it's hard for people who are like nurses and in government fields to actually fuck with you. Like it's bad for their look too, right?
Yeah.
It is. It just is what it is.
Like,
but if you're a success story,
that's your son?
If you're a success story, bro, which you have a chance to be a real big success story. You really do. And you're on your way, you know? And that's why, like, I'm glad, like, we talked, right? Like, and like, it was like, I was genuinely like, okay, dude, this Nick will disappear for like a week or two, come back and reinvent himself, and new people will come in. But Nick's really just taking a fucking break for a second, and like he doesn't want anything to do with. Like I was like, fuck, is this dude actually all right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Dude, can I share something with you?
Yeah.
Up until this past 24 hours, I really didn't even know if I was okay. Like I couldn't leave the room. I couldn't go outside. And now that I'm away from that and I'm here talking to you, I can't. Us as human beings, we need connection. We need it. We need interaction. I can't.
But you know what? The safety of interaction is great too. But at the same time, having peace to be with yourself and be happy alone is so fucking necessary.
It felt good to be able to see. I wasn't able to even be in a room and be with my thoughts. I have to be in the chat and all these things. It felt okay to be able to say, Nick, you need some space for a second, and to do it. I've never done that on my own. It's always.
Well, if you're sitting alone though, you know what you're fighting. When I sit alone, I just come back from a run or working out at Orange Theory, and the sky's blue every time I go outside instead of always looking like a cloudy day when you're miserable, depressed, and everything, like everything black and white. Like, and I come and sit here and I have positive shit going on, right? Whether I'm on here or not, like I get off TikTok and I'm still a positive person. I still have positive love. I'm the same. I'm always the same person. Like that's one thing that doesn't change about me. I'm fucking consistent. I'm a consistent person.
That is something I can get behind, and that's kind of my feeling towards it. Is like, wait, I thought you guys would appreciate somebody who is going to be the same person online as they are in real life. I thought that's what the goal was. Authenticity.
You see what you get.
That's what I see out of you, dude. I haven't seen a mask slip in a single video. I'm just seeing a human being, bro. You know.
When was the last time I even made a video about you?
It's been a minute.
Months.
You've been on Lisa Richards for a minute.
But like, my focus isn't on people when they're actually going in the right direction, right? It really isn't. And my focus is to protect the people who are supporting these people that are doing wrong still, like, and going to possibly end up, underground, You know, if
Dude, you said something, and it really hit me. And it was a big part of the reason why I stayed quiet in that room. You're like, I don't want to see I don't want to see anybody get unalive, but I definitely don't want to see anything bad happen to Nick. And like you said it, the way you said it, I just said, dude, I need to stay off the phone. It was almost like it was meant for me to see as like a confirmation to like, hey, just continue with your break.
Mariah did you a favor by putting all my videos in front of you.
Yeah.
Did you a favor. Actually, it was, and if you really got what you say you got out of that, and you're like, to fuck out, that's what I really look like, And it wasn't bad because it was a showman kind of thing, but at the same time, like, you'd find yourself behaving that way even offline, right? Like,
yes. And that's the problem. And that's the problem is that it wasn't just content; it was real life. You know what I mean? And it turned into content for other people, but it was my real life. You know what I mean? So yes, I was rage baiting. And yes, it was crowdfunding and turning into whatever, but there was a serious mental health problem going on there. And now the mental health problem is being treated. There doesn't need to be any more of the live streams and the manic behavior and you know what I mean?
Mental health is so important in everyone's life, and getting help doesn't make you a weak person. It doesn't. And I know that's how you feel. Because my dad was like that for a long time after Vietnam, after all this, and being a manly man and being like, I don't need mental health. And as soon as he got it too, like his world changed. A lot of people's world changes. Like I'll be the first to say, you want to call me a pussy for going to get mental health? Well, you're the one who needs to go talk to somebody.
Can I share something with you?
Medication.
I'm starting to worry that I might actually be schizophrenic. I think I'm in.
You know what? It beats eating lunch alone.
I think that I might be in early stages, man.
Well, you're going to have a chance to fix that. And if you fix that, bro, you're going to have such a happy day and a happy life. Like, honestly, like, sorry, I know sometimes I have to make a joke to make it laugh. But like, if you're going to argue over who's paying for lunch, that's the problem.
I don't mean hearing voices and seeing cartoon people pop out.
I'm kidding.
I think there's different. I think we as a society have a weird view on what schizophrenia might be. I think there might be I think I need to go have a conversation with a therapist, a psychiatrist, and I need to have a real conversation. But I just don't know, and some of my symptoms are really weird, and I don't want to take meds. That's all.
Okay, so like I've taken meds, and like certain things. I don't take a thing now. I found a lot of stuff didn't work for me. I found a lot of stuff made me like not want to do anything, right? Like there's alternative to meds. There really is. But if there's certain ones that may help you get going, like now that you're not even on gear, it might even react different with you, and you being healthy going into that like you can't go into mental health and half-ass it. Like when I used to go to a therapist in mental health, I'd be like, yeah, that Adderall isn't enough for me. That 30 milligrams, I need 60, right?
The maximum dose of 30 milligrams isn't enough.
Yeah, no. Like I was taking 30 milligrams twice a day, and most of it was going up my nose. Yeah. I have no shame to say that, bro. Like
transparency, and it's not how you're living now.
No, bro. I love sleeping, bro. Like I fucking sleep. I wake up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m, either depending on when my shifts are, bro, and work 8.5, 9 hours, then come home and hang out and go live if I want, and if not, just make lunch for the next day, eat dinner, and go work out. Like honestly,
you're sober. You're actually sober.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, this is so cool, dude. Like I actually get that, dude. Dude, I could learn so much cool stuff from
I don't even drink. People want to say I don't even, alcohol will make me sick if I drink it. It's so much sugar and alcohol. Like I was drinking for so long, I was putting down a pint of vodka a day, if not more, maybe 2 bottles, and then going back at 6 a.m. in the morning and grabbing another bottle. Like it was a never-ending stop. Like I was heavy. I was miserable. My hair was turning gray. I was just uncomfortably, like after 14 seconds of time trying to tie my shoe, and I was out of breath and almost in tears, bro. Like couldn't even get my shoe tied. Like I'm like, fuck, I need to change some shit.
Out of breath and in tears? Tying your shoe?
Like, sweat was rolling down my hair. I went into my therapist office in nothing but saran wrap, and he said, I can clearly see your nuts. No, I'm just kidding. No, but honestly, like, I still talk to people, bro. I'm involved in some men's groups, like just some regular men's groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even have to be. You don't even have to see these people. You can do a Zoom even. Like, just talking to people and hanging out with sober people, bro, is a key.
Yeah.
Is a key. I can hang around people who smoking grass or doing whatever they want, and like it doesn't affect me anymore. Like mentally, I'm in a place where I'm happy in my life for the first time in a long time. It's taken 40 years for me to get into a place where I'm actually happy with myself. There's no set time limit for people to find happiness, and there's no set time limit to have happiness, right? Like you can find how you're 32 years young, bro. I wish I could go back to 32. Would I change anything? No, because today I'm so happy. I am. I'm a happy fucking person, bro. And I love life. And I didn't. And like when I said, like you go outside and the sky's gray and all kinds of shit, bro, that was my life for like a good 25, 30 years, bro. Mm-hmm. When you used to run this, stuff into your veins, bro, like don't think I haven't.
Yeah, I know.
Don't think I haven't.
Now, in today's world, I couldn't imagine it. But
bro, like
2007,
like let me just say, if you were ever going to use rugs, like back when there was no Fetty or whatever, bro, that's the time. Like you were able to, now you can't even take like medication from people. Not
you can't even take a damn 5 milligram pain pill, dude. It's too dangerous.
What we did have in the 80s and 90s was the best fucking music. Okay, I can tell you that we had the best music in the 80s and
1993
90s.
here, yes.
Yeah, so you got to experience all that, and then also you got to surround yourself with positive people, Kathy, and like we had the best music, and we had stuff you could actually use without, unaliving,
You could maybe even do it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, or twice as much, right? Like we've all done that shit, right? Now I've had 4 or 5 friends in the last 7 years OD.
Yep. And
it was things where like, or pew and take themselves out. I mean, it was the saddest thing. 20 years old, 40-year-old, 38-year-old with 3 kids. You know what I mean? People there's a girl that hangs out with Brian Rich that I dated in high school. Her husband OD'd, and I umpire their kids in Little League. I'm an ump for them, Little League. Yeah, and I grew up and went to school with him too, and it happened a few years ago. And it's like, and it's just like, dude, you're leaving people behind too that are counting on you.
Yeah.
Right. At some point, somebody is counting on Nick, whether it's your mom, your sisters, your nephew, right? Somebody's counting on Nick, whether you think it or not. Somebody's counting on you. Me too. Like as much as I'm always alone or I live alone and things like that. Like I know people are counting on me. Right.
You seem like a reliable person. You seem like a
dude. I always say what I'm gonna do, and I keep to my word. And that's one thing I do, whether people like it or not, and whether I lose fans or gain fans. That's not even at the end of the day. The internet's the internet, and people who really care about you will stay with you, ride or die.
I think that if I show a genuine effort towards being better, then I won't have to try. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's not forced, hey guys, accept me. I'm doing better now, guys. Follow my page. Look, I'm doing better. And it's all just for the approval and for the, you know what I'm saying? If it's actually, hey guys, I'm doing this and this is my experience and this is what's going on, it will bring me the right community of people that are doing the same thing, right?
Or if you just continue to do what you do, right? Just be consistent. Just be consistent, right? And that's why I wanted to come on as me tonight, because at some point I was like, dude, I need to have a talk with people, because people are either going to run and be like, dude, he's talking with Nick or he's supporting Nick. Would you rather me not support Nick and Nick not succeed? Or would you rather jump on board, right? Jump on board and give somebody support that actually you may be able to help change, right?
The world is
Take one person sometimes.
Dude, who knows the person, sometimes the person that is, you're counting most likely to end up failing, and whatever your negative bet on that individual is, sometimes they can turn out to be the biggest winners. Give people hell, Lisa Richards even has a chance at hope.
That's the thing. That's the whole thing. You know, you can't just
The thing with her though is she is when you start screwing with the recovery community, when you start pretending to be sober or pretending sobriety or using rehab as an excuse and never going, it's never gonna, and you're never planning on going, and you've said it before. That's
currently hopeless. Tomorrow, God could strike it down and she could have an epiphany. More than likely, it's not going to happen. More than likely, she's going to go get a 20 piece. But tomorrow could be the epiphany. I'm just saying.
Sell her roast beef.
More than likely, it's going to be the 20 piece sizzling on the end of that.
But could you imagine her success story if she got sober?
It would break the internet. It would break.
It would definitely break the internet.
Even if she planned on using again, get clean for the sake of the.
No, see, here's the deal. Like, you're so bad. That's the old Nick, right?
My bad. No, but seriously,
She would turn her life around, bro,
it would
and
be a
get
huge
a job.
inspiration. She could write a book. She would
Somebody
be
would
set.
ghostwrite it for her, bro. Somebody would ghostwrite it, bro.
She's been doing that for years. She'd be
You
set.
prove a lot of fucking people wrong, right? Just like you plan on doing. Like, you have the same kind of success story, Nick. Like, you really do. You really do.
Guys, things are going to be so good over these next 12 months that I'm going to be posting a TikTok on my way to California on my first airplane ride as an adult to go hang out with Doug and Pat or whoever, but definitely Doug. My nose is dripping, but
Sure.
transparency. The only thing that I used after
Airplanes are safer than cars, bro. You know that, right?
it was so scary to me with all the Boeing things going on at the time. All the
Bro,
Boeing
this, taking off and landing is fun. Taking off is like on a roller coaster ride, bro. It's fun. It is, and you know what? You get there twice as fast, if not faster.
Thank you, Allison. Dude, I went skydiving with my mom before all of this shit happened, before TikTok got stupid. And I couldn't jump out of the plane. My mom jumped out. I watched my mom get pushed out of the plane. I couldn't jump out of the plane. I had to land with the plane. The guy was strapped to my back. And I said, dude, we're not jumping. Yes, I was a tandem jump at Skydive Carolina, and I watched my mom get pushed out of the plane. She said, I love you, son. And she got pushed. She got pushed out of the fucking plane. And I said, dude, we're not going. I said, if you don't fucking touch me, I'm going to flip.
You're holding on to the doors like, ah. That's scary, but like that's one fear. That's like facing a fear, though, right?
I was halfway there. Dude, maybe next year or end of this year, we could do a TikTok and go skydiving together and redeem that situation. Hell, let's
Bro,
bring
I'm
them on.
scared to go skydiving, but I'll go.
Dude, let's do it for the fucking Vine. Let's do it for the gram. Let's do it for the fucking chat, bro.
I'd go skydiving.
We got to do it for the chat, bro.
Yeah, we'd do it for the chat, but I'd do it to face one of my fears, bro. I would.
I got to do it to face my fear, bro. I'm so scared. What do you think?
D Industry says I should be strapped to your back. That double glue spread will never happen, you guys.
Yeah, that one. That's like the 500.
I'm Nick's bro. I'll be Nick's bro, but like I'll never be strapped onto Nick or strapped into Nick, if you know what I'm saying. Chat.
All right, guys. On the East Coast, it's 1 o'clock. People trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
lay
gonna get
down.
off here. I gotta be at work early in the morning too.
Hey, dude,
Nick,
I had so much fun tonight, Doug.
Yeah, me too. And that's how it should feel, having a good time online, right? And
If you ever
also,
need a break from the toxic shit, please come take it over here, okay?
yeah, and also, I hope you do talk to Pat offline, because I think that's where that needs to happen.
I'm gonna shoot him a text.
Okay, good. That's
And
good.
tomorrow, talk to Pat, and let's just have a nice conversation tomorrow. No bullshit.
And chat, thanks for being, for the most part, positive, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are positive and who are, if you guys are going through it, like, come on the ride with us. You know what I'm saying? Come on the positive train, and you know what I mean? And the light is not, at the end of the tunnel, is not another train. It's the light of day. You know, that's facts.
This could be our space to just get away from all that, and then we'll go be. This could be like the house, and then all the other places where we are at. That's like out in the world.
we could be safe over here. And Doug can make a page where we could go be safe in his page too. But
I've got
we
3
need
other
a
accounts
place where
that
we
you
can
blocked.
regroup.
We're good. I've got 3 other accounts that are blocked, but we're good.
I'm
All
unblocking
right,
him,
we're gonna
Doug.
do a 65,000 double glute spread to end this thing. Bodybuilding move. Good night.
Like and subscribe. All right, love you guys. That was cool, dude. All right, now I gotta do mine. Thanks, Tyler. Bzz. Please don't tase me. Doug is so cool. How crazy would it be if we made a TikTok of me and Doug skydiving? That's the type of shit that we're gonna do, bro. Tyler, thank you so much. Tyler, thank you so much. Everybody here, thank you so much. And this is just gonna be where we decompress. Chill. We had a good night tonight, guys. Let me respect my roommates and probably get some rest.